In this video, it's going to be some review. We're going to do what's called solving single variable linear equations. That all just means there's just one variable right here, which is x. We're just solving for one variable right here. Before I solve this equation right here, I'm going to show you what we're hinting at over here. In geometry, we have every triangle in the universe, doesn't matter. The definition being a triangle is you have to have three angles. Those three angles add up to 180 degrees. So I drew an arbitrary triangle right here, and just an example, and I said, okay, if this angle is 65 and this is 40, find this angle over here. And you're going to do a ton of that this summer, is you're going to be given two angles and have to find the third. The way you do that is you're going to add these up, 65 plus 40 plus x equals 180, and you can solve that equation in your separate time on the video. I just wanted to show you, after the video, I just wanted to show you an example. We're going to actually solve this problem right here. And the way that we solve these equations, the first thing that I want to do is I want to combine like terms, okay? Combine like terms. And all the combine like terms means I want my x's on one side and everything else on the other side. And I can just say I want my x's on the left side of the equal or the right side of the equal. What I like to do is I like to draw a line down and keep my equal sign there every single time. And the way that we do this is by doing what's called inverse operations. Inverse operations means opposite. Okay, and I'm going to show you what opposite means. I'm going to choose to get my x's over here on the right side. And we're going to do that by doing the opposite. So the opposite of this is like saying instead of negative 6x, we're going to say it's saying subtract 6x. The opposite of subtract 6x is add 6x, because the goal is so that we want some cancelization to go out on this side, and we want our 6x to go over here. Okay. Another way that I've been taught in another math, I saw another video a couple of years ago, and another way that the guy showed me how to do it is, if you just want the 6x to go over here, anything can cross the equal side, but it has to change signs. So I can say 3x plus 5 plus 6x. This minus 6x can cross that equal sign, but it has to change signs here to the positive 6x. If I want to take this whole unit, cross equal sign, I'm just going to change signs. If I do that and get rid of it, I will have 3x plus 9x, or 3x plus 6x is 9x plus 5, and I'm left with negative 31 over here. Okay, now what we're trying to do is combine like terms, get all our x's on one side. Like terms, like terms, you're going to have x's and numbers, just x's and numbers. I have all my x's on one side. I have all the 9x's all the x's over here. I have 9x. I need to get all my numbers on one side. So inverse operations, the opposite of add 5 is subtract 5, or I could just think of what we talked about. If I want to get that plus 5 on this side of the equals, I have to do the opposite sign to get it on the opposite side. Opposite sign, or subtract 5 from both sides, okay? The whole goal is I want this to cancel. Positive 5 minus 5 is 0. Get a cancelization there. Have 9x over here. Negative 5 minus 31 is going to be a negative 36. Okay, here's where kids struggle when it comes to this. Most kids can do up to where I'm going to draw a line right here. Here's where kids struggle, because it doesn't tell math, and this isn't the problem with math, it doesn't tell you this is multiply. Any two things written side by side mean multiply. And the opposite of multiply, inverse operations, opposite of multiply is divide. So when we get the x by itself, we're going to have to divide both sides by 9. Negative 36 divided by 9 is negative 4. There's my solution to the equation.